Hello and welcome to video 1 of what is going to be a starter guide to gold making in Warcraft. It is not intended to be a guide to teach you how to reach gold cap. We're going to be working with very low level tunes. This is a new server for me. I chose it sort of randomly today as the server that we would do this on. It's called Farstriders Role Playing. The most I can tell you about this server is 1, it's role playing, and 2, it's medium population. I absolutely believe that it is possible to make gold on any server, period, no matter what. It's just a matter of changing your strategies for making gold. In fact, my plan, once we make maybe, I don't know, our first 10,000 gold or so on this server, will be to delete these characters and select a different type of server and go through it all over again, changing our strategies to the strategies necessary for a different environment. So the plan for today is going to be to level 2 characters. It's going to be to level Sunbright here, who is going to be our bank character, up to about level, probably at least level 5. She may end up hitting maybe 6 or 7 by the time we actually get her to the auction house. We'll do the startup quests in Northshire. And we're doing that for 2 reasons. We're doing it because we need a few silver to get things going, but we also need to have at least level 5 because we're going to take advantage of some low-level profession strategies. There are ways to make money with some, not all, but some professions without going anywhere near maxing the profession. And of course, with a level 5 tune, she certainly isn't going to be able to max out any profession. The second thing that we will be doing today is Sure Shots, which is our second character here. He's going to be our farmer, and we're going to do some low-level farming for startup materials to sell on the auction house. He's going to level probably at least to level 12, and by the time we're done, he'll probably hit maybe level 20. I've chosen a kind of random server just to demonstrate the fact that you can make gold on any kind of server without researching it. And researching a server before you move to it is something that's quite possible with several tools such as the Undermine Journal, for example. You can look at the economy on a server to see what kind of economy it is. But realistically, most of you probably started in WoW quite similarly to how I did. I didn't look at what server I was joining to see what the gold making opportunities were. I had friends who played. I'd never even heard of the game. They introduced me to it, and I joined their server. It is, in fact, to this day, my main server, and it's where all of my 80s are still located at. And it's the one that I play on the most. Now, I do play on other servers. Altogether, I play on about 8 different servers, so this is probably server number 9. The other servers, though, I only play the auction house. I play on one server. It's a PvP server where I have different friends who started a guild, and basically I joined their server to be their banker and make money to finance their guild. So that's going to be what we're going to be up to today. We're going to level Sunbright up to at least level 5 so that she can take advantage of some strategies for low-level professions. And then we're going to take Sure Shots. We're going to run him through these starter quests as well. And then we're going to take him out into the woods to do some farming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by disabling most of my add-ons. I, on a normal basis, use a lot of different add-ons. Most of them are not necessary. So we're going to turn on the ones that we need. Let's see, those are going to be, and I'm not even going to bother turning on the auction house ones yet. We will do that later. Carbonite we want because I need a map. I have a very, very poor sense of direction. In real life I use GPS. In game I use cartographer, and I also use a leveling guide. I actually have a couple. This is one of the leveling guides I have. I also have booster, and to round things out I have Zygor as well. We're going to be using the Doogie guide. What else do we want to enable for right now? Probably we're going to enable gather mate and gather mate data. We're going to level Icy HUD because I like it. Oh, I think I'm going to level Titan, I'm going to enable Titan panel as well. And Tom. As you can see from here, I have a lot of leveling add-ons. They aren't necessary. You can level without them. I even still have Quest Helper, which is the one I began with. And actually I'm going to enable these just in case we come across any rare mobs. No, I'll leave that for now. Alright, so those are the add-ons that we're going to begin with. And I'm going to pause now. I'm guessing that you've all seen the intro to the game and don't need to watch that video. So I'm going to pause now, and I'll be back once we're in game to explain a little further what we're going to do. Okay, so here we are in game. Just move that down there. And we'll make this a little bigger so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so nothing really complicated. Certainly nothing I'm going to make you sit through for what we're doing here. I'm going to accept the starting quests.
Bless you.
Oh, it's new. I don't think I've seen that before. Oh, do you actually have to... Okay. Okay, so we're going to run around and we're going to do these low-level quests until we hit level 5 minimum. We might end up a little bit higher than that, but we're definitely aiming for level 5. Then we're going to run to Goldshire, and we're going to take the free Gryphon flight to Stormwind. Once I reach that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of this character and log into the second character and start leveling it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I will be back with you when we begin the second character. Okay, so we finished the starter quests in Northshire, and what we're going to do now is we are going to take the free, and you'll see these have prices. So if I want to go to Eastvale Logging Camp, which I didn't even realize that you now get these other places right away. But anyway, there are charges for all of them, but going to Stormwind is free. Eventually we're going to head to Ironforge, but I don't want to pay 48 copper to do that. I came out with 7 silver 32. I did not buy all of my spells and whatnot because I'm not going to be using them. This is just going to be a bank tune. So we're going to take the free ride to Stormwind.
See you around.
Once we reach there, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to log out and I'm going to begin on the farming tune. Even taking a quick washroom break, that took us like 10 minutes maybe. So here we are arriving in Stormwind. And I'm just going to run her down to the mailbox because our farming tune is going to send her any silver or products that he picks up during his leveling. And hopefully we'll have a few silver put together to buy a couple of limited supply recipes before we leave here in Stormwind. And once we reach that point, I'll show you where those are. So right now, she's just going to stand here by the mailbox. I'm going to pause the video again, and we are going to log into our farming tune and level him up. Okay, so we finished leveling in Northshire. Once again, we're level 5. I have accepted the quests from the Goldshire quest hub here. And so, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to take a couple of professions, and we're going to take gathering professions. We're going to take mining. And
see you later.
We're going to take
good day to you.
Skinning. One of the things to remember about low-level gathering professions is, aside from like the 10 silver to train them, plus the fact that you need a mining
pick
can
I help you with?
And a skinning knife, so you're looking at less than 1 silver for both of them.
Careful.
That's it for the expenditure. If I came in tomorrow and found that herbs were selling way better than ores, and this is actually something I haven't checked. These are the two that I normally take. We'll look once we get to the auction house on our auction house tune to see if maybe herbalism has more to offer than these ones. Generally, the low-level herbs don't. Generally, mining and skinning are better choices, but we'll look at that. And if we drop these, oh well, it was less than a silver for each of them. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to continue on with the quests that we got here, and in the process of doing that we will be skinning mobs and mining any ore that we come to. The good thing about mining is not only will it give us something to sell, but it actually helps us to level as well, because you get XP from it now. I'm probably going to end this video now. We're at 13 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to end this first video now, and we'll pick up in video 2 with some areas to farm after we've leveled a bit further. So basically, I want to hit about level 10, somewhere around 10 or 12, before we start looking at low-level farming locations. So that's it for video 1. Be sure to check in on video 2.